Hey there, beautiful people of YouTube, this is Bahama Raven speaking, and welcome back to this new episode of my Let's Play of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. In the last chapter, we actually played the Serenes forest. We cleared it, although not really unscathed. I'm going to, in case you haven't seen it already, you're going to see in the battle report. But anyway, let's move on and let's begin chapter 18. I think this is one of those maps where you actually get a lot of cool units, so I will have a lot to talk about. Yay! But anyway, let's move on. You have done excellent work, Ike. Thanks to you, the wound that has scarred Begnion for many long years can finally begin to heal. As promised, Begnion now offers its support to Crimea's restoration. However, Prime Minister Sephiron has yet to return, which limits the reinforcements I can provide. Be that as it may, what troops I can spare await your command. Use them as you see fit. I understand. Thank you. That's good news, isn't it, Princess Elincia? Yes, it is. This has taught me a valuable lesson. Our land needs Laguz. I also believe that Bjork and Laguz need each other to survive. I mean, they weren't created together for no reason, you know. The previous apostle, my grandmother, was desirous of such a world, as were my own parents. Princess Elincia, your father, King Ramon of Crimea, was a true pioneer in the area of Bjork-Laguz relations. In the very near future, I will give the Imperial Senate a few suggestions on achieving a fully integrated society. Yeah, that's a bad idea. They will never mind. I doubt the road will be easily traveled, but I can no longer turn a blind eye to these issues. Princess Elincia, you must rebuild Crimea. If you are successful, we will join forces and change the world. Empress Sanaki, your vision surpasses even my own. My father would be so pleased to hear your words. Looks like you're through with me. I'll wait outside until you're finished talking. Hold, I am most definitely not through with you. Huh? What did I do now? Yeah, what did you do? You're as impudent and impatient as ever. Heed me, Ike. If you are to help lead the Crimean Liberation Army, you must be given a more appropriate title. If you're talking about making me a noble, I'll decline, thanks. That's not my kind of thing. You are not in a position to refuse. Giving some nameless mercenary control of Begnion's troops would be problematic. And more importantly, it would affect the troops. You will resign yourself to this and receive peerage from Princess Elincia. Okay. What? No, wait. This is absurd. Blast of all the foolish... I'm sorry about this. If you're absolutely opposed to it, I won't force you. No, I have to do what's necessary. What am I supposed to do now? Put on a funny hat or something? No, Ike. Just bend the knee. Will you lend me your sword? Thank you. Now may I ask you to kneel before me? Thank you. Alright, let me begin. In the name of House Crimea, I hereby grant you the title and rank of Lord and all the honors it conveys. Rise, Lord Ike. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we finally reached the moment where Ike is forcefully promoted. And about damn time, he's been traveling as a level 20 unit for like 3 maps or something. Anyway, Ike promotes from Ranger to a Lord. 4 HP, 3 strength, 2 magic, 2 skill, 1 con, 2 speed, 2 defense, 3 defense, 2 res, 1 movement. Nice. It is done. What an odd feeling. Yeah, that's a promotion. And promotion gains. You gain strength by doing literally nothing. Your new rank suits you. I completely agree. Well, I do prefer Ike's original attire, but I don't dislike the Lord one, I have to agree. Yes, he truly does. I suppose. Not that it matters to me. Okay, so what's next? Oh, more storytelling. Nice. Western Banyan is home to a great forest. Yeah, we spent the last 4 maps in it. At one time, these woods were home to the kingdom of Serenes and ruled by the Heron clan of the bird tribes. Yeah, that's the Serenes forest, yeah. Following the Serenes massacre, the forest lost its color and vitality. Some said it was the sorrow of the goddess made real. For 20 long years, the devout citizens of Banyo tremble in shame and loathing over the crime they had committed. Yeah, especially considering it was completely pointless. The Banyan Empress, Apostle Sanaki, stepped forward as representative of her countrymen. Oh hey there. Kneeling before the surviving heron prince and princess, she gave voice to the apology of her people. She spoke not as one nation to another but as neighbors on the same continent. The massacre was unforgivable. However, hatred breeds hatred, and if the cycle of grief and anger is not broken, it will continue for time without end. It was with this in mind that the herons accepted the apostle's apology. Wow. And so it was that Serenes Forest was returned to its former glory. Sorry about that, guys. My throat was a little sore. Afterward, as payment for Ike's service, Princess Elincia gained the service of a regiment of Banyan army regulars. Though of common birth, Ike receives peerage from the princess and is given command of the army. As the first snow of the season falls, the newly commissioned General Ike takes control of the Crimean Liberation Army. He leads it towards the knife-edged mountains that mark the border between Banyan and Daein. Oh, so we're going directly to Daein. Yeah, best to cut off the head of the snake, as it were. Yeah, I can get behind that idea. It's pretty okay. Chapter 18, Crimea Marches. And here's the part of the game where I actually start to have some problems with it. I don't know. So they left Banyan, have they? Oh hi Ashnard, I surely didn't miss you. According to our spy, they marched with a regiment of Banyan's army. They plan to take a land route through Daein and then into Crimea. Ha! They plan to cut across Daein, with nothing more than a single regiment at whose core is a tattered band of ragtag mercenaries. Gawain's son leads this rabble, yes? How does he stand up to his father's legacy? Well, so far pretty good, not gonna lie. He doesn't. Well, thanks. He's just a boy, not yet worthy of his father's name. Disappointing. Hey, we're only halfway through the game, shut up. Though his skill with the blade is rough, there is something uncanny about him. People seem drawn to him. Yeah, that's called the protagonist effect. And not just Banyan's apostle either. He also gained the trust of the Serenes survivors, and of King Phoenices as well. The herons are alive. It appears that 2 members of the royal family survived. Look how nicely the table's been set for us. Bring one of them to me. I care not which one. I want the medallion as well. As you wish. Well, looks like we have trouble ahead of us. Oh, hi Tanith. Once we cross that great wall, we'll be in Daein. Look there, atop of that building. Daein Wyvern's riders on patrol. They won't be happy to see us. Well, as if I care. Tell me, General Ike, have you faced Wyvern riders in combat? Well, I do have one in my army. Only a few times. I got the impression that the Kilvas Ravens were more dangerous foe. If that's your impression, then you have yet to fight true Wyvern riders. What do you mean? I have no way of judging the ones we see here, but I know another unit, one that was attached to Banyon's Temple Guard. Yeah, and little fact, we actually encountered it a long time ago. They had their reasons for leaving, but the important thing to remember is that they are exceedingly powerful. Well, they have more strength in defense, but less speed and resistance, so maybe? Which explains why the Apostle sent you to accompany us. That's right, Pegasus Knights fare better than most against Wyvern Riders. Yes and no, really. We know the skies as well as they do. Yeah, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, thank you. Can I entrust the flying business to you? Of course, we'll bring honor to the name of the Apostle's Sacred Guards. Okay, so I think now there is the battle report. Yeah. As you can see, we managed to defeat the Serenes forest in 30 turns, so we got all the bonus experience. That's good. Jill was the MVP, and rightfully so, but alas, we lost Boyd. Yeah, I made a, in case you haven't seen the video, I made a misplay. I could have healed him instead of attacking, and I literally miscalculated his survivability at the moment. I literally forgot how little HP he had. But anyway, we won't have to worry. Boyd is gone from this Let's Play, but he will be back when I do transfer bonuses for Radiant Dawn. He will return. All units who are dead in Path of Radiance will return in Radiant Dawn. I did check it out, although I did ask someone on Discord to actually help me out with that question right then and there. Yeah, okay. Alright, so there isn't much to do here, but there is one unit I want to speak of, because I think it's already here. Let me see. She should be around here somewhere. In case she is not, she's probably going to join in the map. Let's see. No, I think she actually joins in the map, so yeah. Okay, I'm going to do battle preparation off screen as per usual, and I'll see you in a little bit. Peace! Alright guys, I actually finished. Let me show you real quick what I did. First off, Ike, you already saw what I did. I gave him Ether. Soren is unchanged. He still has the Elwind from the last map of Serenes Forest. I simply gave him a level of bonus experience. Nefni is the same. I simply gave her the Heavy Spear, although she seems to be falling behind a little. Oh well. Rolf is quite literally unchanged. The only thing I did was actually giving him Adept, because he has low damage output at base, but he does have a lot of skill, so he has a good chance to proc Adept, especially when he's going to promote to Sniper. Mist is the same. I simply gave her a level. Jill is completely untouched. Astrid, I actually forged the Poogie. Yes, I did it. Now I can actually forge the throwing weapons, both javelins and hand axes. That's actually pretty good, not gonna lie. And I did forge it the strongest I can. And now that I promoted Astrid and she can use axes, she can literally use the steel axes at base. That's insane. That's literally insane. I really like Astrid. Wish I did the same for Oscar. I did give him an iron bow just because, but let's face it, in the end, he would probably be better off without, actually wait, now that I'm here, let me see, our steel bow, no, those are D rank, okay. Yeah, he would probably be better off without bows, but with axes. I actually made a big mistake listening to my friend Chewy when to say, go bows for memes. What was I thinking? But anyway, he's strong enough in order to afford himself some handicap of sorts. Marcia isn't changed, I simply gave her an iron sword. Leth, I actually let her keep the boots and the full guard. There's a reason for that, you'll see as soon as the map begins. I decided to drop Gatry because he was getting too behind, and I actually think Titania will make a much better use of the Night Ward, at least for now. I think I will give it to Kieran later when he promotes, in case he falls behind, because he does need a little help with those defenses. Well, still a little better than Titania overall, except for the resistance, but you know what I mean. I do plan to use Titania a little more. Then I actually think I'll bring either Stefan or Muarim. I need to see, but I also need to bring Volky. I actually gave him 3 levels, and he leveled speed twice. I actually need that because I think there is one thing I can steal in this map, which is going to be pretty nice for Soren. I think it's a wind siege tome, the blizzard tome, but I'm not really sure if it's in this map. And for the rest, the units are still there, the bench units. As far as support goes, I simply gave Mist and Jill the A support, and Ike and Soren the B support. Yes, I did say that I would do Ike, Soren A. I could do Oscar, but really, I actually think Ike and Soren is better. I mean, Soren does give attack or defense to Ike anyway, so I think it's actually pretty good in any case. Not much else to do. I already saved. I'm going to do it again because why the heck not? And then let us head in. Let's go. Oh, it's this map. Yay. Oh, God. Oh, Elincia, what are you doing here? My lord Ike, are preparations complete? Yes, the enemy should not yet be aware that we've come this far. We're going to launch a surprise attack and try to capture the wall on our first charge. Please wait for us at the base camp. Very well. There's no need to look so worried. We're well prepared, and we got you as our good luck charm. Thank you for that, but do be careful, my lord Ike. Oh my god, I ship them so hard. Hey, don't worry. This may be our first battle as an official army, but we fought Daein many times. We're going to win. After all, I can't lose my very first battle as a snooty noble now, can I? I believe in you, and I know that you will be victorious. Come back safe. Is everyone ready? Let's move out! Hold a moment, my lord Ike. What now? In the sky, something's coming. Who's that? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's a pack of birds. Ah, Ike, well met. It appears that you're getting ready for your first battle as Crimea's army. And you're escorting the Heron siblings back to Phoenicius, right? Phoenicius. I always make that mistake, sorry. That was the original plan, but someone here insisted that we followed you. Quite unreasonably, I might add. You treated us with courtesy, Bjork. We must act accordingly. Isn't that so, Leanne? I think this is simply yes, brother, something like that. But anyway, let's move on. You said your name was Ike, correct? Yes. You aided my sister and me during a time of danger. We Herons hold courtesy in high esteem. We must repay our debt to you. That's really not necessary. No, please, take it. Take it. We are practitioners of seed magic. We cannot fight, but we can imbue our allies with strength. Meaning, dancer. Yes! If you so wish it, I will travel with you. In this way, I will repay you for what you have done. Well, duh. You were lucky to find your sister. Shouldn't you stay by her side? Leanne understands what I do. I see. In that case, welcome. Yes, you're very welcome, my friend. thank you. I swear on the honor of my clan to do all I can to strengthen your cause, and strengthen it you shall. I can already see the madness that is going to be Oscar or Astrid with reason. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's settled then, and you'll get aid from me as well. Janaf. Right here, your majesty. We'll go with the Crimean army and protect Rayson. Leave it to me. You too, Olki. Alright? Of course. Daein, it's too much. I cannot accept this. You're already watching over Leanne and my father as well. These past 20 years, I know what it's been like for you living in Phoenicis. I'm only sorry I can't do more. Daein, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. King Phoenicis, I will guard Rayson well. When Crimea is retaken, I will see him safely return to you. I will take you at your word. Your actions have created a bond of trust between yourself and the Hawk and Heron clans. If you find yourself in a dire position, you can call on me. No matter what, I will fly to your aid. Wish that was actually the case, but then again, you would break the game if you do. And with that, we actually get 4 units to talk about. But before that, we gain a strong ally when we had not... Well, sorry. We gained a strong ally where we had not thought to look for one, didn't we? Yes, Bjork and Lagoose. Beast Tribe and Bird Tribe. There's no difference between us. We finally understand one another. Yeah, I know, racism is bad. Yes, I think you're right. Now, let's really get started. Everyone move out! I think this episode is actually going to be a little long because now I have to speak about 4 units. Yay! Let's begin with the other Pegasus Knight you get in this game, that being Tanith, the Falcon Knight. You see her stats, and I actually think that she's a little superior to our friend Marcia right now. I mean, her defenses are the same as her, but Marcia has more levels to grow, but you get what I mean. She comes equipped with the Sonic Sword, which is the only sword in the game, I think, that actually deals magic damage. Meaning, it deals damage based on magic instead of strength, and it targets resistance as well. That is a pretty handy sword, and I am going to keep it. I'm not going to use it. Also, in case you don't use Tanith, at the very least, she gives you another short spear, which is a blessing in disguise, especially for Oscar, you know? Wink wink. She comes equipped with one of the best skills in the game, if you ask me, that being Reinforce. What Reinforce does is simply allow you to call groups of 3 Pegasus Knights, of yellow units, Pegasus Knights, which you can use to help yourself in battle. To be frank, that's actually pretty neat because you can actually use them as a shield, as a cannon fodder, as anything. And having extra units on the field can actually make or break. And I'm actually going to show you in this map. It's actually pretty neat. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure if I'm going to use Tanith in the long run, but even then, if I do decide to field her, it's probably because of Reinforce. That's, in my opinion, like literally 80% of her usefulness. She has good stats, yes, I am willing to admit it. She has very good speed, strength, and skill. But let's face it, Reinforce is what you really want out of her. She has the Earth Affinity, which is the other reason you want her on your team. And she can actually make a good tag team with Marcia, because Fire and Earth Affinity give like avoid, of course, and then attack and hit, I think. I don't really remember what Fire does on top of my head, but it's a pretty good combo, not gonna lie. I might consider actually pairing them up in case I use Tanith, you know. Now, let's talk about the Hawks we get first. First we get Janaf. This is actually the Hawk that I think I will be using the most out of the 2. And there are good reasons for that. Janaf is essentially Leth, but with wings. Like, it's the best way I can actually put it. Janaf has good strength, skill, and especially good speed. And not gonna lie, he's actually the better one because, much like Leth, he has a very high transformation gauge already set at 16, meaning that immediately on turn 1 he'll be able to transform and be useful out of the gate. And he makes a very good combo with the full guard, which is going to be crucial for the next map, I believe. Because I think I will have to use Janaf to do a little something something, and I will have to put him in range of Ballista, Wind Magic, and so on. He comes equipped with his own personal skill being Insight, which simply increases hit. I don't remember by how much, I think it could be like 25 or 50 when transformed, I'm not really sure. And in Radiant Dawn, this skill is actually more useful because it helps during Fog of War maps by increasing the vision by 5 points, which is pretty nice. And he has the Thunder Affinity, pretty standard. I like Janaf, I think I'm actually going to use him. Not sure if I'm going to use him over Leth herself, but let's face it, flying utility actually works a little better than foot utility. Then we get Ulki. Ulki of the two Hawks is the strong one, much like Mordecai is compared to Leth. He has more strength and defense, but he's a little slower. But that's not really a big issue because Hawks, I think, have +4 speed when transformed, so he still has enough speed to be irrelevant. I mean, less than Janaf, maybe. But overall, he's a pretty good unit. And the real usefulness of his skill most likely comes from his personal skill, which I will get to later. But as you can see, I think his defenses are also better than Janaf, at least the physical one. So he can actually be useful to... he's very useful to tank. While Janaf is more on strike accurately, Ulki actually dodges quite well. His skill Vigilance increases his dodge ability, which is literally the opposite of Janaf's Insight. Pretty nice if you want to have a tank. I mean, you could give him the full guard to him and actually make him tank and dodge all the attacks from arrows, wind, magic, and so on. But in hindsight, I still believe Janaf is the superior one because he can actually start to move immediately. He has the water affinity, pretty okay. So yeah, between Janaf and Ulki, I think I'll use Janaf. There is little incentive to do anything else, really. And finally, it's time to speak about possibly the best bird Lagoose in the entire game, Rayson the Heron. Now you look at his stats and think, oh my god, 22 HP, 2 defense, he's going to get literally murdered by everyone and their mothers. Actually, that's the truth. But there is a good reason for that. He's not a combat unit, he's a support unit. Being a Heron, he actually has the ability to sing. And sing, much like dance, allows your unit to move an extra space, or rather, to do another action at the cost of his own. Which is very, very useful in this game, believe me. Dancers are underrated by some Fire Emblem players, but their utility is so good, is so much, that you cannot ignore it. For one thing, they do not steal experience from your other units if you decide to field them over like another Cavalier, Knight, and so on. They generate their own experience by singing. And they still allow other units to take the experience. So that's pretty nice. Sure, it takes a long time for them to level up, because I think they get only 10 experience per sing, but even then, he's pretty good already. As you can see, he has 2 skills, one being Canto, which allows him to move again after he chants. Essentially, it's like the Cavalier, the mounted skill of mounted units, where they can attack and move back again. It's essentially the same thing, but instead of attacking, he sings. And he also has Blessing, which restores HP to allies in his general vicinity. I think it heals HP based on magic? I mean, that was the case in Radiant Dawn, I think it's the case here as well. Also, you can definitely use him as a magic tank. He has very high resistance, so that's pretty nice. And he has the fire affinity, which is actually befitting considering his fiery personality. But anyway, I think I spent way too much time talking about units. I'm definitely going to use him, and he's definitely getting the boots. In fact, Now that I actually have them with me, I think... Yes, I can. Where were the boots? Left? There you are. Give him the boots. I did have in mind to use the... I mean, I'll use them in the map. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. But he gets the boost because that way he can dance and go away at a much easier rate. He will have 7 movements, so it's pretty nice. And I think he also gets plus 3 movement when he transforms in his heron form, so that's very good. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention about Rayson, he can dance for only one person, for only one unit, but when he transforms, he can dance for all 4 adjacent allies. That's broken. Giving an extra turn to 4 units instead of 1? That's insane. You can only do it when he transforms, which is unfortunate, maybe. But another thing that I can do, which in hindsight I think it's actually pretty better, I'll give Rayson Mordecai's Lagustone. Just so he can even transform like on the 2nd turn. Since yeah, otherwise he will transform in like 7 turns. That's pretty far away. As for Janef, I don't think I need to give the full guard to the Hawks in this map. Let's take a quick look. Okay, so here now we start to have promoted units mixed up with the regular ones. So we need to be a little careful. We also have chests, so we do need to bring Volky here. And be careful because there are not 1 but 2 mages that can use... Actually 3, really, that can use range tomes. I would really like to steal the Blizzard from this guy. And if I can manage to have him attack with wind, that would work. Also, here's the boss. Kayachi the Sage. He drops the Tornado Tome, which is the A rank Wind Tome. I don't really like it because 6 Smite, it's not really that great. But then again, Wind Magic. Also, do you remember this guy? Yep. Shinon is back. Now, there is a way to recruit him again to your side, but you have to talk with him with Rolf and then fight him and kill him with and defeat him with Ike, and then at the end of the map he will join you. Otherwise, you can simply, you know, kill him and take the Brave Bow. That's the best contribution that he gives out when he comes back. But you do need to be careful about the promoted units. Now you start to get pretty dangerous units, not gonna lie. Also, we will get reinforcements around this area, so we need to hurry up a little. Let me decide the units real quick. I do want to do things right. Soren, Nephne, Rolf, Mist, Jill, Astrid, Oscar, Marcia, Tanith, Rayson. Then I think I will bring Janaf. And let's see... I can bring Kieran. And I can start to drop Titania a little, but in that case, I will have to give Titania's Night Ward to someone else. And I think that person at this point is probably going to be Kieran. I mean, Oscar doesn't really need it. Astrid neither. Well, Astrid might need it, but... I'm going to give it Kieran. Yeah, I think he actually needs it a little. Then, just for fun, I'm going to give Marcia the full guard. Okay, so where's the full guard? I think it's still on Leth. Where's Leth? There you are. I'm going to give her the full guard. Just because I know that there are plenty of enemies that can take her down. Yeah, I think the units are set. Okay, so for now, I actually think I need to give her a better weapon. Sorry, this is probably going to be a long episode. I'm going to give her some better weapons. For one thing, I think she can use the... she can use the Iron Blade, can she? Yeah, she can. I'm going to give away the Sonic Sword immediately. And I'll take a Steel Sword, Iron Blade, and another Lance, sure, why not? I'll take a Steel Lance, yeah. And then also I have to give her, like, vulneraries and stuff. I did stock up on a lot of vulneraries on the way here. Rayson is set. He only needs to equip the boots. Marcia's set. Yeah, I think all my units are ready now. Alright. The only reposition I want to do is... I think I'll have Marcia or Tanith go this way. Because there will be, like you see, wyverns, wyverns, wyverns. And I do want to take them down immediately, so I can either send Janaf, or actually wait, one thing I forgot. I need to drop someone and bring Volky. I almost forgot. Let's see, who can I actually ditch for this map? You know what, I can ditch Tanith. Yeah, I think Tanith is not really needed. Plus she's level 10, so you can understand me, right? And I won't need her equipment anytime soon, so yeah. I'm going to do some quick reposition. Like, I'm going to put Nefni here, Kieran here. Rayson, I do want to put him here. Jill, I think I'll send Marcia to play with the wyverns there. Because they still have lances, so she is fine anyway. And then I'll put the cavalry in the back. I'll put the cavalry far back. And do this, okay. Okay, I'm set and ready to go. Alright, let us begin. But first, oh, Naysala is here again. It appears the Crimean army has arrived. It's time to put your plan into action. The main body of the Kilvas army will await atop the western summit. A small unit will remain here and cooperate with you. This is correct, is it not? It is. So yeah, there are crows, but I still think they will not go for the chests. What could His Majesty be thinking? Why does Daein ally herself with some backwater subhuman nation? I don't know. There's no way we can expect to understand the supreme thoughts of the king. Yeah, sure, keep telling that to yourself. All we can do is perform the tasks set before us by His Highness. That is everything. Yes, of course. The Crimean army has no idea we're aware of their every move. Ah, what firming. What does that untrained group of vagabonds think they can do? You didn't see Oscar and Jill, perhaps. I don't care how talented he is. Their commander is nothing more than a young mercenary with delusions of grandeur. We've nothing to fear. We'll show them what real war is like. And the Kilvas Ravens? How should we deal with them? Those subhuman freaks. Let's use them as bait. We can sacrifice them and reduce our own human casualties. A fantastic idea. Make sure that the men are thoroughly instructed. Yes, sir. You there, halt! You're an unfamiliar face. You'll know it soon enough. You filthy piece of offal! You will bow your head to a superior officer. He's got a lot of nerve, hasn't he? Is he one of yours? Yes, sir. He's a new recruit who was only assigned to me today. Please accept my apologies for his lack of any training or manners whatsoever. If he's good, I can overlook almost any character flaw. Go and kill as many crimes as you can. Help my name be remembered with honor and glory. Yes, sir. Yeah. Come to me, dregs of Crimea. I will teach what it means to oppose the might of Daein. Finally, we can begin. And we get new player phase fanfare. Okay, so Marcia, you can go. Hold on a minute. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Okay, so first and foremost, how about I show you what Rayson can do? So, I'll put Kieran right here. Yeah, it's mostly lance enemies, so I can do that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put him here. Then Rayson can go here and chant. I'll use the boots next turn. I have no no real rush. As you can see, Rayson generates his own experience, and Kieran gets to move another turn. That is very nice indeed. He can use the steel axe. Yeah, it's fine. And down he goes. Perfect. Let's see. I do want to keep him far away from this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can actually put him here. I think Rayson needs to be guarded. But I see no issues with that. I can simply shove him. That way now he is safe. Also, I can use Janaf right here to... no, I can't... Oh no, it's because it counts as 2. I see. Okay, it's start to set up the formation. I'll put Jill Hill here with the javelin. Rolf and everyone else will start moving towards the gate. I do plan to promote Soren as soon as possible, because, you know, the more units I can get promoted, the faster, the better. Alright, so all my units are set. Yeah, it's both new player and enemy phase fanfare. Yeah, now Kieran will probably take care of every one of them except the ranged weapons. Now that he has the Night Ward, he has much better survivability anyway. So that actually helps him. And now I think he has somewhere along the lines of 60 to 70% speed growth, which is more than okay. I do plan to give him all the kills in this initial corridor, so that he can actually promote. I think he's actually level 20. So the sooner he promotes, the better. Alright, so now then I will keep this guy highlighted. Then I will move Marcia in such a way where... Oh, I can't do that just yet. I will actually have the enemy units come to me. I'll equip the javelin because I know that one of these guys does have one. Oh no, it's this guy in the back. Okay, doesn't really matter. They will do 9 and 10 damage to Marcia. She will be fine. She'll be fine, at least for now. Actually, I think I will send, let's see here. I'll send Rolf as a support. No, wait. I need Rolf, with the main group. Right, I'm not sure if killing this guy will actually give him the promotion. But just in case. I mean, I can always use Rayson to dance for him and make him promote, in case he doesn't. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I'll do this, go up here and chant, and then give him the archer kill. That way, Kieran will promote, finally. It's about time, really. Okay, so first let me highlight these two, because I know for a fact that I don't want anyone who cannot survive in range. Also, this guy's fast. No, it's just Kieran that is slow. Okay, so, let's see. I can actually give the kill to Nefni if I wanted to. If he can, hit on this one and get 10 experience, or even 9, yeah. And we get a new class change, ladies and gentlemen. We get the 3rd paladin in our group. Can I skip? No, it seems I cannot. Yeah, now we get the 3rd paladin in our party. It's actually pretty nice to have this many paladins. And Kieran promotes to the Axe Paladin, essentially the same class as Titania. 3 HP, 2 strength, 2 magic, 2 skill, 1 con, 2 speed, 2 defense, 3 resistance, and 1 movement. As secondary weapon, I'm going to give him lances, because, let's face it, bows are okay, swords are meh. Why would we want to give him swords? And at least like this, he will have both 1 to 2 range weapons at disposal. And I think this kill can go to Nefni. Yes, it can. She only has to hit. Okay, there he goes. Nefni would technically be the next one to promote. Well, there is Soren too, but baby steps, I suppose. The beautiful thing about Raisin is that he can be shoved by literally anyone. Even Rolf can actually shove him, which is nice, to say the least. Also, I need to aggro the warrior here. He is kind of scary, well, a little scary, really. But nothing Astrid cannot take care of, or even Oscar. Let's see how Astrid fares against this guy with the steel axe. I really wish I gave Oscar the axe secondary weapon. I did make a mistake in there, but even so. Also, I decided I will send Janaf as additional support to Marcia. She will need some help. There we go. Okay, so the warrior will now try to come for okay, that was a nice dodge. The warrior will go for Astrid and will attack with the bow, which is why I actually gave her the steel axe, because I didn't want her to retaliate. Okay, she dodged the 9 damage hit. That's nice. She can survive another enemy, but she will have to chuck a vulnerary in this turn. And this is Blessing coming into play. Yeah, she healed 4 HP, so that means she actually recovered thanks to Raisin magic. Alright, so this guy didn't move. But then again, there is this bolting guy. Siege Tome users are stationary, so you don't have to worry about them. You just simply have to calculate their range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you stay right here, in these 3 tiles I am highlighting right now, that guy will not be able to attack you. So I could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hit with a bow or the Poogie. Yeah, I can do that. Let's see, let's test the Poogie. Yeah. Forged hand axe forged hand axes in this game are so good. Like, so incredibly good. And now Kieran is actually pretty better. Alright, so I do want, however, to actually start aggroing these two. And I think Astrid can actually do that pretty well. Let's take care of the enemies here first. Let's test how Janaf works here. Well, pretty well. I mean, he doesn't two-shot because the wyverns are pretty bulky, but he gets the job done pretty well. Okay, just because I want to be safe, I will not attack this turn, unless I am sure that I can one-shot them, which I can't. Unless I do this. No, it can't. So, I'm simply going to take a vulnerary here, and let it be the end of that. Okay, this Javelin guy will probably go for Janaf because he cannot retaliate. And in the meantime, how do I want to take care of you guys? Let's see. I do want to put someone with high defenses back here. Just so that I know for a fact that the warrior will not kill anyone. As you can see, if I don't highlight this guy, right now, these two will not be able to reach. So Volky can actually move in much safer in order to reach the treasures. Let's see if I can actually make him get there in this turn. Let's see. I actually think I could. Yes, I can. If I do this, then use Raisin to chant. I promise I will use the boots in this map. But it's always a good idea to move Raisin later, just so that you can actually use him for your strats. Got a recover staff, nice. This staff is a B rank. Mist can actually make good use of it immediately, and it fully recovers the HP of a unit. Okay, so I'll put Nefni here with the Javelin. Now, everyone here has ranged weapons, so they're probably going to go for the one that has the less defense. In this case, it's probably going to be Astrid. But in that case, I need to be a little careful. Because underestimating Ashnard's survivability might be my own undoing. I did make that mistake once with Boyd. I don't plan to repeat it again. Okay, so the warrior goes to heal. The javelin guy attacks Janaf, much like I predicted. And this guy will go for Marcia because she has the less defenses. Okay, so Marcia next turn will be able to kill this one. Alrighty. Let's see what I can do here. I do want to try and give a kill to Nefni, but then again there is this guy. Can I take care of him in one turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I can actually kill him with Ashnard. The only thing I need to do is take care of the warrior right here. Now, can you hit on both? Nope. I really wanted to give her the level 20. In fact, why don't I do it, really? As you can see, even Mist can shove Raisin. That's nice. Is there anyone else that can actually use boltings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, no. He won't be able to reach. Now, all I need to do is chant for this guy and make sure that that fighter will not be able to touch Raisin in the slightest. As you can see, dancers can be so good. There you go. Dead. And Nefni is now at level 20. She's just about to promote. Let's see her final level. HP, strength, skill, speed, luck. Alright. I'm not complaining. She's pretty okay. Not gonna complain that much. Ashnard can reach. And thank God she can. Yeah, I can afford to use the bows on this one. And because he has a bolting, he cannot attack at melee, or 2 range anyway. That's 50 experience for Ashnard, that's insane. So, who gets this kill? Let's see here, I think Rolf should get the kill. Or Soren even. But, we need the longbow in order to do anything with him. Unless I rescue Raisin or shove him away. Which I can do, naturally. Shoving Raisin is so fun. Like, insanely fun. Okay, so I can actually do this. Yeah, it works. And then I can simply move Kieran close to the fighter. Actually, I'm going to move him next to Ashnard, really. I do want my cavalry to move up front. But first... let's see. 5 points, steel bow, killer bow... Rolf's bow will be good. Yeah, I do value hit more than hit chance more than might for the most part. So it actually works for me. Okay, in order to save on some turn count, I think I will actually use something the likes of this. I will rescue Ike with Oscar and Volky with Jill. And I will have them dropped next turn. I mean, there is no one in range that can actually hurt me. But now, before I forget, I can actually go and do this. There you go. As expected, because she is promoted, Marcia doesn't get a lot of experience, but I'm going to swap to the Steel Lance here. It's fine. Okay, it goes for Marcia because I unequipped the Javelin, but I didn't want it to break immediately. And Raisin will heal again. Yeah, you have to heal that 1 HP. And he actually transforms. I think he actually has a faster transformation gauge than most. And as you can see, transforming has 8 movement. That's very nice. And I will show you the full extent of his abilities. Okay, so first off, can dance here. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. So I can actually have I need to remember it's this tile right here. So here's what I'm going to do. First off, I will drop Ike right... I will drop him here. And move Oscar here. Then I will have Astrid and Kieran right here. Like so. And then... 4-way chant. 4 units gets another turn. Nice. I really can't help but love the... Okay, so we have the bolting guy here who also drops the shade scroll. Nice. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all of these units are in range. I wouldn't worry too much about Rayson because 25 resistance. Yeah, he doesn't have enough power to actually take me down. The real thing is be careful of Shinon's range. I do want Rolf to reach before he gets engaged. Let's see, with the Brave Bow, Shinon does 19 damage, so he will only deal 10 damage in total to Rolf. And I will unequip it, of course, because he will still attack Rolf. But, I will know for a fact. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I can drop Volky right here, like so, and he's going to be safe. Okay. So I could move in and then attack this knight, but I don't really want to. Not with this unit, that's for sure. Anyone that I put in range of this guy will actually take a solid beating because bolting is pretty powerful. Especially if I put in range of this guy, it's actually not gonna be pretty. Which is why I think I will put units just outside the range of this guy and then move in on the next turn. Like so. Chances are, I think Oscar is going to get targeted. Who am I forgetting? Oh, these two again. Steel Lance, Clambake? No, not really. Okay, so I'll soften him up with Janaf. And then I'll have Marsha get the kill. Never mind. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have these guys rejoin with the main group. Janaf will probably be late for the party. Oh, I forgot about this bishop. Well, it's not that big of an issue. Also, I don't care if I kill this guy. There's nothing of value that I can steal from him. Oh, Kieran gets attacked. Oof. Well, I need to remember that Thunder is the most inaccurate of... Oh god, I forgot that it was that guy too. I need to be more careful, because even when they fail, siege tomes will actually consume themselves. Hey, what are those stupid crows doing here? Ravens. They betray not only me, but all the goose. Nay, Sala, you dastard.